Hello, 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 everyone. It's Ty Goodwin. Happy Monday. I am excited because I am kicking off a brand new series in this Facebook group only where I'm going to be talking about why and how to build a bankable business. And I want to talk about some bankable growth strategies. Hey, Leslie, how are you? So if you're watching this, say hello, give me a thumbs up, let me know that you're here. If you're watching this during the replay, use hashtag replay to let me know that you stopped by. But this is going to be the first in the series that we're doing. In this first one, I'm talking about the different stages of business growth. And I'm talking about this because if you don't know where you are in your business, it's really hard to figure out how to create a plan to get to the next level. Hey, Riza, how are you? So I'm starting with the stages of business growth. You might be able to see the graphic that's in a group that I posted here earlier today. And I'm going to be going through this. Hey, Azuri, I'm so glad you're here. So I want to talk about these 5 stages of business growth. And I've been in these stages, and some of you are in these stages too. And so I kind of want to know where you identify, like where do you see yourself? Now, what I'm going to talk about today are some of the symptoms or how you can tell that you're in some of these stages. And then how do you actually get to the next level in your business? So if you are ready to rock and roll, you are ready to find out which stage of business growth you're in with your business, go ahead and type in the chat and say, I'm ready. I want to see who's ready. I want to see who's here with me. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to reintroduce myself for the new people that are joining. I am Ty Goodwin. Hey, Yolanda, how are you? I am the creator of Profit Academy. I'm the founder of Profit Momentum and the Momentum Agency and all that good stuff. And what I get to do is help my clients figure out how to monetize what they know. I help them take their ideas, their expertise, their experience, their knowledge, and turn it into a high ticket program, a digital product, or an online course that they can sell so that they can make more money. I've done it in corporate as as an instructional designer and as a trainer for years. And I decided to take my brilliance and make it bankable by taking what I know and turning it into a service that I can use to help my clients make more money. So now I haven't seen anybody type in that I'm ready. So I'm curious, are you ready? Are you really ready? Let me see it in the chat. Maybe Facebook is just a little bit slow. Go ahead and type down if you're ready to find out where you are, what stage of business growth you're in. You got to tell me that you want to know. So I'm going to take a sip of water while you do that. If you're not ready, I can close up and I can go grocery shopping. That's what's next on my list to do today. All right. So because I did promise that I was going to give this out, and even if no one's playing along right now, I'm still going to go ahead and give it to you only because I promised that I would. And for those of you who are watching this later, you feel free to comment. You feel free to chime in. This can be interactive, even if you're not live. But let me go ahead and dive in and talk about these different phases. So I've broken it down into 5 phases that I've noticed with my clients. The first phase, we're going to call that, and you might have seen this on the graphic already, but we talk about that as when people are launching. And typically when people are launching their business, we are usually overworked, right? Because we're doing a whole lot of stuff to get our business ready, a whole lot of hours that we're putting in. However, what I found is that a lot of people that are in that phase, a lot of times they're overworked and underpaid. They're flying by the seat of their pants and they just keep trying things, but nothing really sticks. How many of you have ever felt like that where you're like, well, I'm trying this, I did this, and you don't really know if anything sticks, right? You don't really know if anything is working the way you really want it to. And in order to get out of that phase or out of that stage of business, you have to begin to think like an entrepreneur. And it's not always an easy shift. For the most part, a lot of us have started off as employees. So we've been conditioned to think and operate like an employee. And the bad thing is we bring that same energy, that same thought process. We bring all of that into our business. And if you don't unlearn those employee behaviors, they will drive your business and your business will start to feel like a dead-end job. So you have to learn to think like an entrepreneur so that what you're doing is creating a sustainable business model that's aligned with how you want to show up and that you are actually priced to profit. In Profit Academy, the class that we're doing for the month of October is all about, are you priced to profit? We're going to talk about 6 ways or 6 steps to actually raise your rates, to set your prices so you profit, and to make sure that you are charging for the value that you deliver. So that's the first level of folks in business. The next one are people who are actually building. And I've seen a lot of people mistake what they're doing for building when they haven't even gotten stuff figured out yet. Like, they don't really know who their ideal client is. So you really can't build much when you don't know that information. So you're still launching if you don't have those things figured out. But when you're in this building phase, leads and clients are coming in, but for all the work that you're putting in, the profit is not what you expected. How many of you have ever been there? Like, you've been doing a whole lot of work in your business, you're getting accolades and people are loving what you do. But at the end of the month, you look at your bank account and you're like, well, where'd it go? Didn't I make money? Like, I know I brought in money, but what's going on? And it's because you are still building. You're still trying to get to that place where things are sustainable and where things are consistent. And in order to get out of this second phase, or the second stage of business, you have to learn how to master marketing and sales. You must become a master at marketing and sales. Now, you could do that in a couple of ways. You could take it on yourself. You could hire a team. You could add people to your team. But you must get better at marketing and sales so that it's streamlined, so that it is finding the ideal right client, and that it becomes on autopilot so that you can actually focus on other things in your business. So you've got to find an approach that really enables you to attract, nurture, and convert your VIPs, your very interested prospects, with ease and confidence. So you're not fumbling over your words, so you're not miscommunicating, so you're not kind of getting clients by accident, right? Like, you don't know how to repeat it because you don't really know what marketing and sales strategies to use to actually get clients. So you go from launching your business where you're trying to figure everything out, to building your business where you know how to market and sell so that clients come in consistently. Hey, Monique, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. To the next stage, which is you are an established business. And when you've got an established business, you are getting things streamlined. Finally, there's time and space to like implement things. You can see how things can become sustainable. And in order for you to get to that level of business, you have to learn how to optimize and automate your operations. So this is where putting your email list in play comes in. I need some water, excuse me. This is where putting your email list comes into play. This is where automating more things in your business come into play, because at this point, when you're getting to the place where you're established in your business, you should have processes and things that are in place. You know what the system is. You know how to do it every single time so that you're getting results. Once you know that, it becomes easier to automate because you know exactly what needs to happen. And that's also a space where you can start doing some early delegation, right? You might hire a virtual assistant, but you're going to need that to grow to the next place in your business. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining the conversation. We are talking about the 5 stages of business growth. And I'm asking folks to really think about where you are in your business. Are you launching, where you're not really sure about everything that you're doing, but you know you want to be in business and you've tried some things? Or are you building your business where you have got some things in place, you've mastered marketing and sales so that your clients are coming in consistently? Or are you getting to this place where you're established, right? And to be established, you want to be optimizing and automating all of your operations and your systems. So you're going to make it easier for you to do business, and you're going to make it easier for your clients to do business with you as well. So that's what happens when you get to that level of where you're established. Now, the next thing that we're taking a look at, after you've launched, you've built, you've established, this is where you get to actually grow. Because now that you've got all your processes in place, it's like, okay, I know how this works, so I can take this and I can replicate it for the next thing. Once you get a really good opt-in funnel down, you can create something new, which is growth, and you can use that same model to now create another opt-in funnel that leads to a bigger product or something else. Hey, Winifred, how are you? So this is what it means to grow. I've seen a lot of people just try to grow because they just try to, well, I'm going to create a new product. I'm going to create a new product. And actually, I'm going to share a quick story from a client that just happened recently. You know, she was really trying to grow her business. She was just starting to get her footing with her Facebook group and just getting traction. And she was like, well, I think I want to create something else. I want to create this other course. And I'm like, well, you don't have clients for your core offering yet. So if you spend your time creating another course, which she thought was going to help her grow, you're going to miss out on getting those core clients in right now. Because what you need is clients. And that's one of the things that people don't think about. They just think, grow, I'm just going to add more stuff. If you don't have the right processes in place right now, it's hard for you to grow. And what you find is like you feel like you're an octopus with 8 arms trying to wield everything and trying to manage a whole bunch of stuff because you don't have those systems in place. So in that phase, you have a business model that enables you to actually profit more and work less. That's what the goal is. Once you establish and you want to get to growth, you are able to profit more and work less. So it's not going to take you more time. It's actually going to take you less time because you're just replicating what was successful. And now you're applying it to a new audience. You're applying it to a new niche. You're applying it to a different product. But you've got those basic fundamental things in place so you know what works and what doesn't work. Now, once you're in this phase of growth and you're good and you've expanded, the next thing for you to do is to actually scale your business. And I hear a lot of people talk about this. Oh, I want to scale. I want to scale. But when you look at where they are, they're not in a position to scale. They're like, I want to scale, but you don't have sustainable clients. You don't have a sustainable marketing strategy. Every time you put something out there, you're starting over from scratch. You don't have processes in place. So there really isn't anything to scale. You've got to be established and be growing in order to scale something. And so if you're there, when you're at that place, you might feel like you're getting bored. Right? So how many of you have been in a place where things are great in your business, you're bringing in clients, you're bringing in more money, and you get to this place where you feel bored? It's like, something's not right. Something doesn't fit anymore. And it's okay to feel that boredom because now you're looking to expand things into something that is more in alignment with your bigger vision, and your vision has to expand. So it's kind of like you're wearing pants that were too tight. Like they used to fit and they used to feel really good, right? And now they're too tight. Or let me give you another example. It's kind of like if you had this favorite pair of bell bottoms from like the 70s or 80s, right? Actually 70s or 90s because they came back in style. And you love those bell bottoms, but after a certain point, you realize that it's not the style anymore and you need to let it go. That's what it can be like at that phase of your business. It's not that anything's wrong with them. It's just not a good fit for where things are right now. And there, you want to focus on self-discovery. You want to focus on expanding your vision to create new opportunities and experiences, things that you may not have even thought of before, simply because you were in that business survival mode where you were just trying to make everything work. But now that you've got the freedom and you've got the flexibility and you've got some breathing space, it allows you to be able to open up your vision, expand to new ideas and new ways of thinking, and really scale your business to the next level. And when you get there, one of the things that you'll notice that your business, it fully aligns and fully supports the lifestyle that you desire. Hey, Sherry, how are you? So I am wrapping up here with the 5 stages of business, and I'm curious, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? Are you in that launching phase where you're trying to figure things out and you haven't really gotten things solid, but you know that you want to be an entrepreneur and you may be getting some clients, but you're not even sure if you really like the work? Are you in that building phase where now that you know this is exactly what you want to do, you're building your branding, you're becoming better at marketing and sales because you've got the confidence and the clarity to have those conversations and to attract those clients? Or are you at the next stage, which is all about being established? And as an established entrepreneur, you're focused on automating and optimizing your systems and streamlining things so that everything runs smoothly and you begin to delegate things. And between delegating and between optimizing, that's when you're really able to grow. A lot of folks are telling me, I want to grow my business, but they don't want to bring on people to help them. And if you're trying to get to that six-figure level in your business, it's really hard to do it by yourself. You've got to at least have an assistant. You've got to have someone on your team. So Riza says, this is great. You like this? I feel like I'm in the building phase again. Yeah. And it's really important to know where you are so that you can figure out where to get and how to get to the next place in your business. Hey, Talisha, how are you? So we talked about being established. From established, that's when you start to grow, right? And you can really think outside outside your comfort zone, and you can start to grow. And then finally, once you've created those new streams of income, that's what you do in a growth phase. You've got the systems and things in place so that you can create those new streams of income with ease. And you already know how to market and sell because you mastered that a while ago. And so it becomes easy for you to find those new income streams. Then you can start to scale. And I want to say this too. Risa, you're so welcome. I love sharing this. And there's a reason that I'm sharing this, because in just a minute, I'm going to talk about some things that are happening with Profit Academy. But one of the things I want to say is that I've seen a lot of people say that they want to create multiple income streams. And I'm all for it, right? I'm all for figuring out ways to monetize what you know and turn it into something else that you can sell, whether from the stage or online or offline. I'm all for it. However, if you've got something that's a core element in your business and you haven't figured out how to sell it, you haven't mastered marketing and sales with that core item, it's going to be hard for you to market and sell something else. So you really want to focus on getting clear. And that's that launch phase. Like, what is it that you're offering? Who are you offering it to? And then in that building phase, you're mastering marketing and sales so that you can actually start to figure out, okay, this works. This doesn't work. Here's how I can do this. Here's how I can do it faster and better. And then once you get that and you start to optimize, then you can think about those multiple streams of income. Otherwise, like I said, you're going to be feeling like an octopus with 8 arms, trying to do everything by yourself, not having the support in place, and you'll fail and you'll flail. And that's not what I want for you. I really, really want for you to win. Carol says, thank you for this information. This is a great live. I'm in the building phase. Yes, I love it, love it, love it. So here's the deal. I'm talking about this because I want to invite more of you to join Profit Academy. Profit Academy is giving you those building blocks. If you're launching, if you're building, and if you're trying to get established, you need to be part of Profit Academy so that you can get those building blocks. And you want to join sooner rather than later because we're going to be raising the pricing soon. So I'm going to put the link in here where you can see more about Profit Academy, but I will tell you we've got the core foundational elements, the Profit on Purpose, that's the foundations of it, but you also get access to the live training classes. And like I mentioned, this month's live training that we're doing on October 17th is all about being priced to profit. And when you join Profit Academy, you not only get the live class, you get a whole nother week with me in a live Q&A session where I'm doing spotlight coaching, where I'm answering any questions that you have about pricing and about any other things in your business. But that Q&A call is only for members, right? So we may do something where if some folks are interested, you could tell me if you're interested. I'm thinking about inviting some people just to join the class by itself. You won't be able to do it at the price that the members get access to it for, but I understand not everybody wants to make a commitment to a monthly membership, and that's fine, but it might just cost you a little extra. But if you need help with your pricing, if you're not sure how to price so that you profit, if you know you need to raise your rates and you haven't been able to figure out how to do that, and you want some real quick and clear guidance and strategy on how to make that happen, and you want to make sure that you are setting your prices based on value. No more of this hourly stuff. I'm showing you how to do value-based pricing so that you are actually getting paid for the value that you deliver, not for how long it takes you to do something. That's old school. It might take you 15 minutes to do something, but the value to your customers is worth thousands. And so we want to talk about how do you price based on value. So if you're in Profit Academy, you get access to that. Plus you get access to the replays. You get access to everything else that's in the resource library. But if you're not and you still want to take the class, you can do it. You just won't get that special pricing. So I'm going to put that information for the Profit Academy down below. If you've got any questions about Profit Academy, send me an email, send me a Facebook private message. I hope to see you there. And until then, until next time, you know what I'm going to say. Be brilliant, be bankable. Oh, wait a minute, because I'm going to be back with part 2 of this. So you definitely want to make sure you're tuning in. Part 2 is going to be done tomorrow at 10 a.m. I am going to be coming to you live with part 2 of this series on how to really build a bankable business. All right. So as I was saying, until next time, be brilliant, be bankable, and be the absolute boss in your business. Bye.